This is Staccato from the Second Street Dreams Audio Network. I'm Judelyn Gibson. This week, I have a note dotting the classical music landscape. The Symphonina. It's just what it sounds like, a short symphony, no more than 12 minutes long, with movements and everything, like this one. The music of Jordan Janosco. It's the third movement of her piece, 3 Sketches of Unblemished Earth. This movement is 5 minutes and 28 seconds long. This piece and others may never have been composed had Dr. David Fogel of San Diego felt he was a little too young at a classical concert.
6-7 years ago now, I went to the San Diego Symphony on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm there a little early. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm pretty much the youngest person in this audience, and I'm 54 years old. And I'm like, okay, so this is unacceptable. It's not acceptable. Right? They can lament it, but it's just not acceptable. We got to do something about it.
So Fogel, who's an engineer, formed the Symphonina Foundation, becoming its co-founder and CEO in 2018.
So I said, well, instead of trying to fight that, why don't we create a full symphony in 10 minutes? Each movement is like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And it'll tell a story, and it'll be like, okay, I can listen to 2 minutes and 30 seconds of great symphony music, and then I can go listen to Beyonce or whatever, and then I can keep listening to the symphony music.
It's in recognition of our shorter attention spans, especially with the young. Combine that with musical tastes that don't always veer toward classical music.
And the streaming format for most of the tunes that people listen to has gone from an average length of maybe 4 minutes down to 3 minutes and less than that. And I don't think it's hard to say with social media, like, you look at like the TikTok reels or whatever, everything is designed to make your attention span just as short as possible.
When the pandemic came along, many young people were willing to at least listen, for a short time anyway. Gustav Mahler need not apply.
It's no wonder that someone who's not already a fan of symphonic music from the 1800s, 1900s, 1700s, they're not going to go pick a Mahler 14-minute movement to get the first quarter of that thing. It's never going to happen.
Fogel started by composing and recording short symphonies. This is the second movement of his Symphonina No. 5. What kind of reactions have you gotten?
Oh, incredibly positive. In the last 2 years, there have been 60 symphoninas that we know of written because they've been submitted to our contests. 60 in 2 years to start from 0 to 60 is pretty good. So, we've had a lot of very positive feedback from people in the Grammy area last year. We didn't get a nomination last year, but it was very nice.
Let's talk about the contest.
Each year we have a contest for the best Symphonina of the year. For this year, the entries open on November 1 and they close on December 10. There is a $25 entry fee this year, and all of the music is reviewed anonymously. So if John Williams wants to submit something, we would love it, and he will be anonymous just as well as any other composer who's submitting their work.
The Symphonina Foundation has released its second album, Advent of the Symphonina, spreading the joy of symphonic music to young audiences around the world. Find the links on the Staccato page on secondstreetdreams.com. That's Staccato. I'm Judelyn Gibson on the Second Street Dreams Audio Network.